Because if you think about it, Islam, he fucking smothers everybody.
Yeah, he does.
And his striking is dangerous as fuck. Well, of course you know.
Yeah.
Trained with him 100,000 times. But it's like that he's so fucking terrifying once he gets a hold of you. Like he submits everybody.
He's a whole lot better in the stand-up than people give him credit for.
Oh, he is?
His stand-up is actually really good.
He head kicked Volkanovski.
Oh, yeah.
I don't care if Volkanovski took it on 11 days notice. He still head kicked Volkanovski.
He's got a sneaky left head kick, high kick.
Bro,
it's nasty.
He fucks people up standing up, and that's part of the problem. Is that like you get accustomed to thinking about this guy's a
about
grappler,
the takedown, exactly.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, bing.
This has been the year of the underdog. Had Ian Gary said what he's saying now, a year ago people would have laughed him out of a building. But when you think back to the results of the title fights this year, it's not that hard not to find some belief in that. I would encourage him though, let go of the idea that you want to call your shot and you call your shot later in the fight so that people don't have an opinion of what happened. It doesn't matter what happens if you beat the best fighter in the world across all weight classes pound for pound. It doesn't matter how you win. It only matters that you win. And if Ian Gary wins by a fast knockout, if Ian Gary wins by a submission, or if Ian Gary wins by a decision, it doesn't matter. That guy Martins, Adriano Martins, that beat Islam back in the day,
he's a special type of athlete, as we all know. He's one of those guys that are at the pinnacle of this sport here. I talk with Javier all the time, and Islam and those guys are always doing great. So they're in great hands. Javier is the one who builds champions. He's a master at what he does. So he's always with those guys. He's always with Islam, and so I know they're in great hands. They're getting exactly what they need as far as the the fighting goes, the training goes, all that. So I see Islam just continuously doing what he's doing, and that's winning impressively. He's somebody who's mastered all aspects of MMA.
Islam's fighting next month against Ian Machado Gary. Who do you got in that fight?
I got Islam.
How?
Submission. Islam right now he's the best, so it's hard to beat him. I gotta rewatch Ian Gary's fight because I don't know him very well. People saying he has a good takedown defense. So I know everything in my division, but I don't know a lot of people in 170.
If Yan has chances, you mean to beat Islam?
Yeah.
It's a fight business. Everyone has chances. Everyone, and especially someone like Ian. He's been able to collect a lot of experience during his run in the UFC, and why not? I see him with a lot of chances.
It seems like the next title fight is going to be Islam and Ian Gary, and if the rumors materialize, it will be at UFC 330 in Philly.
Yeah.
Are we trying to make a turnaround to get on that card and be on the same card as the title fight? And if it does happen, who do you think wins?
Even if they weren't on the card, I don't care who's main event in that card. As long as I'm not injured or anything like that, I obviously not looking past Buckley, not looking past May 9th. I want to be on that card. You know, it's my dream to fight in Philly, especially on a stage as big as this. Because who knows when they're going to come back again? You know, it's been since 2019 was the last time they were here, so I don't know when they'll be back. And as far as who's going to win that fight, Islam is going to run through Ian. Simple as that. He's gonna sub him for sure.
Islam Makhachev is taking absolutely no shortcuts as he prepares for a defining moment in his championship reign. A welterweight title clash against the powerful and driven Ian Machado Gary. The champion has been grinding at full intensity through camp, refining every layer of his game, from his takedowns and ground control to his striking output, leaving no gaps for his opponent to exploit on fight night. Footage from recent training sessions makes it obvious that Islam is in phenomenal condition. Coaches and training partners around him describe an unmatched level of focus and intensity in every session. Nothing is treated casually. Each drill, each sparring round, each wrestling exchange is approached like it's fight night itself. That's the mentality of a true champion, and Islam continues to prove why he wears the belt. Meanwhile, Ian Machado Gary is entering this bout brimming with self-belief. The Irish contender has been outspoken across interviews and social media, insisting he's about to shock the world by walking into the octagon and taking the title. Gary has framed this fight as his defining opportunity to show he truly belongs at the summit of the welterweight division. Anticipation for the bout has reached a fever pitch. New training clips surface constantly, fighters keep chiming in with reactions, and the community can't stop debating and predicting the outcome. Every fresh video, every soundbite, every bit of analysis adds more fuel to an already blazing hype train. The energy building toward this matchup is undeniable, and it's only going to intensify as fight night approaches.
Because if you think about it, Islam, he fucking smothers everybody.
Yeah, I get it. Striking is dangerous as hell. Of course you know that.
1,000 times. But it's like that he's so fucking terrifying once he gets a hold of you. Like he submits everybody.
He's a whole lot better in the stand-up than people give him credit for.
Oh, he is?
His stand-up is actually really good.
He head kicked Volkanovski.
Oh, yeah.
I don't care if Volkanovski took it on 11 days notice. He still head kicked Volkanovski.
He's got a sneaky left head kick, high kick.
Bro,
it's nasty.
He fucks people up standing up, and that's part of the problem, is that like you get accustomed to thinking.
Two of the most recognizable voices in UFC commentary have also chimed in, and their takes carry real weight. Joe Rogan, who's witnessed nearly every landmark fight in the promotion's history and has a keen sense for breaking down matchups, has praised Islam Makhachev in glowing terms. Rogan has repeatedly placed him among the elite pound-for-pound fighters on the planet, and believes Gary is about to face one of the steepest challenges any welterweight has ever encountered. He gave credit to Gary's smart, stylish approach, but emphasized Islam's all-around dominance and how tough it is to compete against someone excelling in every phase of the sport. Rogan's prediction leans toward Makhachev holding onto the belt, even while acknowledging Gary's capacity to make things competitive.
I'm not saying Ian Gary cannot beat Islam Makhachev, but when you hear Ian Gary say, I want to dominate Islam Makhachev over the course of 4 rounds and then finish him, you can't try to say, I want to beat the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world in a certain round because I don't want it to be a fluke. If you win, it does not matter how you win.
Daniel Cormier, the former 2-division champion and one of the sport's most trusted analytical minds, weighed in as well. Cormier has been genuinely impressed with Gary's UFC trajectory. Still, like Rogan, he circles back to the same conclusion. Islam Makhachev is operating on another level entirely right now. Cormier highlighted how deeply rooted Islam's wrestling base is, making it nearly impossible to shut down once he finds his groove. He also pointed out that Islam has previously faced dangerous strikers and consistently found ways to neutralize their strengths. Cormier's forecast has Makhachev controlling the fight and successfully retaining his title, though he expects Gary to make it a genuine battle rather than go quietly.
Fun, but we'll just skip right to Islam versus Ian Machado Gary. Dagestan versus Ireland. Ian McGarry, confident as ever. Ian McGarry is reminding us of a young Conor McGregor. He believes he's going to go in there. He believes he's going to, and in Islam saying that Ian's going to dance around. I think Islam knows this is a tough fight. I think Islam is aware of how hard it's going to be to get a hold of Ian. Ian's long. He's sharp. He's fast. He's focused. He wants this more than he wants oxygen in his fucking lungs. That's how bad he wants it. Islam's been at the top, moved up, won the belt, champ. How much more does he want it? He can't go out there and lose, but does he want it as bad as Ian Gary?
You got to kill Islam to beat Islam. You got to kill him. And
I don't think so. I think you can beat him in a decision.
You could. That's what I think is going to happen. I think Ian gets...
I think he can last. I think Islam will gas before Ian. I don't know. I have a feeling Ian's winning.
Yeah,
I feel it as well.
You feel that?
I don't mean to just be an anti-Makhachev guy as usual, but I feel it as well. Imagine, like, if you would have told me like 6 months ago, within a 2-month period, Topuria is going to lose to Gaethje and Makhachev's going to lose to Ian Gary, I wouldn't believe you, but it could be our reality in a month's time.
It very well could be, and we missed out on Ilya versus Islam. Dude, I would have fucking, oh my God, if they would have made that fight, that was the fight to make at the moment. Yeah, I mean, now that fight's just probably never going to happen. Even if Islam wins, it still doesn't really make, it's not there. I think dude, I feel like he's gonna stuff some takedowns and just look really, really good on the feet, land his shots, circle. He does very good footwork, very good cage awareness, good distance.
And he's going to have a real size advantage over Islam, I think. Another analyst offering his take on this fight is Chael, who gave Gary a fair amount of credit while staying grounded about the obstacles in front of him. Chael opened by noting how genuinely awkward Gary's style is to solve. His octagon movement, his command of range and distance, his footwork, and his overall slipperiness make him a nightmare puzzle for opponents. He refuses to plant and trade, instead forcing you to chase him while he picks you apart with sharp, precise strikes. That blend of movement and accuracy has given plenty of fighters trouble throughout his career. That said, Chael was equally candid in pointing out that spending a full 25 minutes in the cage with Islam Makhachev is an entirely different animal compared to anything Gary has dealt with before. Islam isn't your average opponent. His pressure never lets up. His transitions between striking and wrestling are seamless, and few fighters in the sport can impose their will the way he does. Chael predicted this fight will turn into a genuine war, not a lopsided affair either direction. He expects both men to have their moments, with a real chance it goes the distance, but ultimately believes the outcome hinges on one factor: Gary's takedown defense. If Gary can stay upright, keep the fight on the feet, and lean on his movement and striking, he absolutely has a real path to victory. No doubt about that. But if Islam manages to bring the fight to the mat and pin him against the fence, wearing him down and stripping away his legs and range, things could unravel fast for the Irishman. Islam's top control is among the most suffocating positions in the sport, and if Gary ends up stuck there repeatedly, it's going to be a brutal night.
Murph, do you think Ian really has a chance against Islam? I do. Totally unbiased opinion. Makhachev's probably the best fighter in the UFC these days. It's a very tough fight because the grappling. Ian Machado Gary has very good takedown defense. But the chain wrestling of Islam's a freaking problem, man. And you're in there for 25 minutes. The other issue with this fight, Ian can win. He could. The issue with this fight is Ian doesn't have knockout power. And in order, I think, to get Islam out of there, you have to have that one shot, that Hail Mary in the back of your pocket where he can land at any given time. And Ian just doesn't possess that kind of power like a Prates has or Morales has, you know? So it's a very tough fight for him. I hope he gets it done, but very tough fight.
Brendan Schaub has been among the loudest voices breaking down this fight, making clear that while he believes Ian Machado Gary has a genuine shot, the road ahead is still brutally difficult for the Irish welterweight. Schaub called Islam Makhachev arguably the toughest and most dangerous opponent in the entire promotion right now. He explained that Islam's approach is built specifically to wear opponents down over a full 5-round championship fight. It's not just elite wrestling. It's the sheer relentlessness behind it. Islam never lets up. He gives you no room to breathe or reset, constantly pressing, constantly threatening the takedown, constantly forcing you to work. And that kind of sustained pressure across 25 minutes is something almost nobody in the sport can withstand. Schaub credited Gary's solid takedown defense throughout his career as one of his most valuable assets heading into this fight. But he admitted he isn't convinced that defense holds up against someone of Islam's caliber. There's a massive gap between stopping takedowns from typical welterweights and stopping them from a fighter trained in Dagestani, who spent years drilling alongside Khabib Nurmagomedov and the rest of the Eagles MMA camp. Schaub also raised another key point. Gary doesn't carry the kind of fight-changing knockout power that could suddenly flip the script against Makhachev. He views that as a real weakness here, since Islam is composed, rarely rattled, and skilled at surviving adversity. You need that one-punch equalizer if the fight isn't going your way on the cards, and Schaub sees Gary's lack of it as a genuine vulnerability against this particular opponent.
Sean Murphy, I think Ian's height will be an advantage for Islam to get inside under punches for takedowns. Yes, and that's a great take, because one of the reasons that Volk had so much success against Islam is because of his size. You know, he's low to the ground, so it's tough to get underneath him. Ian's tall. That's gonna be a problem.
So that covers the full breakdown of everything surrounding this massive welterweight title fight between Islam Makhachev and Ian Machado Gary. The stakes couldn't be higher. One man is out to prove he's still the best on the planet. The other is trying to establish himself as the new face of the division. Now it's your turn to weigh in. Who do you think comes out on top when these two finally meet in the octagon? Does Islam Makhachev shut Gary down and notch another dominant title defense? Or does Ian Machado Gary pull off one of the greatest upsets in welterweight history? Drop your prediction in the comments. We want to know what you think. And if you're enjoying this kind of content and want to keep up with the latest UFC news, fighter breakdowns, training updates, and fight week coverage, be sure to hit subscribe so you never miss an update. Big fights deserve big coverage, and we'll be with you every step of the way.